All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. So I was just grabbing a quick coffee there. Keep getting logged out here, guys. Unfortunately, I think I left my computer at home, logged into Topstep. But we're here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, guys. Let's just grabbing a quick coffee before we jump on. That's me and your Topstep account. Yeah, is someone hacking me or something? You trying to take all my profits? Take all my gains? I did just take a pre-London scalp here, just on a combine, not on a funded account. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be good. Wait for you guys. You just made me 483. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'll give you half. Audio and video good, awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday, guys. If any of you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 7 years and mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. So we had an amazing trade yesterday on stream. There's our trade from yesterday, guys, that ended up hitting full highs. Where were we yesterday? 25th. Here, yesterday. Ended up having an amazing continuation yesterday, guys. Remember, we got these amazing London longs yesterday. Took advantage of this absolutely amazing move. Probably one of the nicest moves of the day. London ended up pushing up over 180 ticks before ranging and pulling back here in the London session. Now, apologize if you see me looking this way. It's because I forgot my camera stand, so I've got a bit of a makeshift camera stand today. I did just take a pre-London scalp here, like I say, only on a combine, because I was like, I'm going to wait till we jump on properly, but just copy traded this across two combines here. Just taking this lovely breakout, clear, double top target. Thought process for this scalp was people would be shorting here, sitting their stops above on the higher time frame, especially when you had this bearish closure here. So I was like, okay, cool. People are probably going to try and short this to the stops above. So what have we not done? If we have a double top, amazing. I want to be buying up into the double top. And as soon as I started to see this push up pretty aggressively, I had a quick look at the 5 minute. I was like, oh, cool. You're getting 10 minutes here, a very decent volume. I'm going to take the trade from here to here. It ended up being a very nice quick London pre-scalp, because we have seen some London pre-scalp. We have seen some pretty decent pre-London moves recently. Yeah, 5 minute given the setups today. Yep. One you took at shorts. Shorts at 210. Shorts at 210. Yeah, this. Tag these guys here. Decent squeeze. Even here, look at this. Morning star play, little bounce again here again. Even here at 4 a.m. London time, after you grab this support and break out, lovely buys here at 420. Look at that. Tagging these hoes here, breaking above. Look at that, 80 tick retracement. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we see what we get for the London session, guys. I'll jump back on the funded accounts. Just took this as a pre-London combined trade. We'll see what we get for London, guys. We'll break down some other markets as well. We'll have a look at gold. We'll have a look at NQ. Oh, it took the high on the spot chart. Nice, 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 nice. Probably wouldn't have bought if I'd seen that. Nice. So it tagged the highs here and then broke out. Yeah, that was a beautiful trade. If that grabbed the liquidity on the current chart, that was a very, very nice short. Where's your targets? Back down to these lows here. 100 tick range. Amazing, 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 amazing. Trading club on Telegram. Want to make sure this isn't some scam account one. No, if you're in the Telegram, it's my Telegram. It's called the Waitlist. Why don't you go live on your personal anymore? Because it's pretty early for me here in the London session. I'd have to be getting on stream at like 6 a.m. ish, which I feel like London just gives more than enough. So most of the time we were trading pre-London, we were kind of watching pre-London not do very much. So now we're just saving the London Opens for here on Topstep. I'll bring them back at some point when I maybe get to a different time zone. But right now, yeah, pre-London hasn't really given me any reason to want to jump on too early. Oh, look at that, Sean. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Let's have a look here, man. Let me put this up on this chart. Didn't think loss. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of buying after liquidity's already been taken. 30 minutes also kind of right at you're here. You're buying at resistance. You know, we want to be buying at support. So personally, I wouldn't take that trade. You're buying at resistance after liquidity's been taken as well. But yeah, well, I'll bring the pre-London streams back at some point. Maybe if I go back to a different time zone where I can trade it in like the afternoon, or maybe even do some Asian sessions. But right now, being here in Europe, yeah, I like to do the hour and a half here, and then, you know, we go enjoy the day. Otherwise, I end up spending like, you know, 3 hours in front of the screens, which is not really beneficial at all. But I'll bring them back at some point, man. Still posting plenty of content on the YouTube channel though. Got some more content coming soon as well. Before we do anything, guys, let's have a quick look at the news. See what we have here for the day. It is Friday today. It's Friday, so the final Friday of September. Next Friday will be NFP. So we have Canadian dollar GDP 1:30 London time, and we have core PCE price index at 1:30 London time. So not too much here this morning, so we should be in for a pretty clear day. Look at this Goldie wicking out the highs, wicking all the way back down. Look at this lovely breakout here. London Open is going to be key here on gold. Like I said, it was this lovely pre-London scalp up into highs, but now you've tagged these highs. We have been in a big, massive range. So if we're going to trade a range, we want to be trading the lows of the range, not the highs. NQ potentially shaping up for sells. Let's have a look, man. We've got time here on gold. There's a great exit. Look at that. The power of the liquidity levels there. Look at that. The power of the liquidity levels. Anyone who was trying to short here, stop sitting above. What does price come up and do? Comes up and stops out. Any early sellers, that ends up pushing right back lower. So there may be some potential shorts here on gold. Let's see. This hourly closure will be very key here. Let's have a look. Do you see long on the pullback? It depends. Don't get too focused on this lower time frame. You've already grabbed liquidity. So what am I always doing? I'm always buying and selling into these liquidity levels. Same here in Asia. You'd be selling down into these lows. And once you've grabbed these lows, that's kind of the shorts done. Same thing here. To this high here. Once the liquidity's been taken, I'm not really looking to buy. Unless I get like a strong hourly closure. But you're buying up into these liquidity levels. So on the pullback, that's your liquidity being taken. So if anything, you should be looking for shorts. And if you were looking for a pullback here on gold, thinking that this level is going to hold, well, remember, zoom out. Look at that hourly time frame. You're at major hourly resistance. So if anything, depending on how this London candle, pre-London candle closes, there may be shorts. The only thing with shorts is as well, you have also wicked out some major lows here. This candle here at 4 a.m., grabbed these lows here, held the support, ended up pushing higher. You've now grabbed the highs, wicking back below. So we've tagged the lows, we've also tagged the highs of this range. So you probably want to see a bit of a breakout here. I mean, if this hourly is going to flip bearish and this is one huge liquidity grab, then potential shorts back down into 37.50. But with gold right now, we are working within this range. And not only are we working within this range in the London session, we're working within this range after highs and lows have been liquidated. So it's okay to trade a range. You're either buying into the highs or selling into the lows. But when you've tagged the highs, pulled back, tagged the lows, pulled back, liquidity has been taken on both sides. So me personally, I wouldn't be buying a pullback here on gold. Again, all depends on this hourly closure. All depends. Let's have a look here on NQ, guys. See if NQ's got something good for us today. Remember, it's Friday as well today, guys. We've had a great week in the markets. I think we've had 2 amazing trades here on stream this week. Yesterday was a fantastic day. We even had a single loser here. Let's have a look. How does that... NQ's been having a pretty decent sell-off. You're all the way back down to that 24,500 level. Major support here. And what's interesting here on NQ yesterday is you didn't actually close below the previous daily low, which is sometimes a good indication there could be some support forming here. If this body closed below the previous low, then you could get some shorts. But to me, this looks like a pretty decent support level here. It's like a very decent support level. We had a huge push down yesterday. We had price action yesterday by the looks of this. You're bouncing off the 24,500, broke below, broke straight back above, push up, back down, up. So liquidity levels, I would say, around here. Around 24,700. Looks like a pretty interesting level to fall potentially buys here on NQ. You have also just had a pretty decent pre-London fake out as well. So great pre-London buys here on NQ. You broke below the support. You broke right back above. If you were liking the look of upside on NQ, that's a fantastic hourly fake out play. Management of this highs here. You'd be trying to see if you can squeeze this up. 80 ticks London's pretty huge. Even there, 50 points in London. That's a very nice fake out. So if you close this bullish here on NQ, I think you'll probably squeeze higher. Your thing with downside NQ is, well, where's your targets? If you have targets that maybe I'm seeing, maybe absolutely send them over. But for me personally, I don't see downside targets. I think you probably get a lot of people trying to short here at NQ, probably trying to risk off something like this. But what do we know the markets love to do? Before potentially seeing that. So, if anything, depending on how this pre-London candle closes here on NQ as well, there may be an opportunity for some longs. Let's see. Let's see. Just checked in. What trade did you catch today? Just a pre-London gold scalp, man. Pre-London gold scalp. Just a 5-minute liquidity grab. Buying this breakout gold into these highs here. 10 past 7 London time. Nice little quick liquidity play. Just a nice little 5-minute scalp. It's like I got about 50 of it, but it was actually like a 60-ish tick range, which is very nice. I've been seeing a lot of pre-London, but yeah, the reasons for this short here pre-London was, yeah, you came down, you grab the lows of this support. Anyone buying here, they get squeezed out. So buyers have been squeezed out, you break back above, cool. Now we're going to come squeeze out the sellers. So early buyers squeezed out, early sellers squeezed out. Now you're right back down here on gold. But yeah, early on a combine here, just coming across 2 combines here. I will trade I'll trade the funded accounts today if we do get a good position. But to be honest, with the way that we are, like I say, gold grabbing highs, grabbing lows, can get a little bit tricky here on gold. Let's have a quick look at copper. We've got London open in 10 minutes here as well, guys. Wow, look at this. Copper finally waking up. How was that trend line we spoke about, on Tuesday? 24th, Wednesday? We had this trend line. I actually thought this might squeeze down a little bit lower, more down to these lows. But you came back down to our key level here, 4.6, and had a huge reaction higher. Huge reaction higher. Look at this. Copper finally starting to wake up after the huge sell-off that we saw in the end of July. Let's get rid of this. Let's have a look at some levels here on copper. Let's do some. Yeah, nice. That makes sense. Copper shortage news, nice. Let's see. So he had a very decent push up here on Wednesday. Huge push. Look, tagged previous day lows, massive push higher. But again, you're instantly finding some resistance here on copper. If you look, look at where we are at copper on the higher time frame. We're still at massive resistance. Huge resistance. You got from, $5 all the way back down to like 4.9-ish is a very big level. Let's go 4.9 to 5. 2 huge resistance levels. So what could you see for today on copper? Well, I've been watching yesterday's low for a potential intraday target, but I wouldn't be surprised if this continues pushing higher. Looks a little bit choppy in here. Potential hourly evening star shaping up here though. So depending on how this hourly closes, you may get some shorts down into yesterday's lows before then seeing them longs. You've also got 4.75 down here as well. I wouldn't be trading this range here on copper. Apologies, guys. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do this a few times. I think I'm logged in on my laptop at home, unfortunately. So you may create a little bit of range here on copper, but I'll be looking for a bit of a liquidity grab before going back higher. Look at this hourly here on Goldie. Where are we? Where's Goldie? Yeah, look at this hourly. Hourly is going to be key here on gold. I do like overall gold to come up and tag these highs from London yesterday. But we do also have some lows down here. We've got lows down here, we've got highs up here, and we're currently right back in the middle of a very big range here on gold. Please check the Dow. Yep, we can have a look at the Dow. Let's have a look. So, if you guys remember, what did we say about the Dow yesterday? You guys who were here yesterday, we spoke about how on the Dow you'd get a lot of people trying to buy off this major support, sitting some stops down just below. So what did you do? You ended up coming out to squeeze their blows beautifully. So any early buyers here on the Dow also massively squeezed out. So it looks like you got some pretty decent, very choppy intraday price action. We ended up having a lovely sell-off here. The New York Open kind of chopped a lot. Going to sleep. See you guys on New York. Yeah, absolutely sounds good. Good job on the new funded account as well. Absolutely amazing. So the Dow daily time frame, you know, you did close pretty bearish yesterday. Again, though, big support here. Big support here. You're already having a pretty decent bounce here. Let's have a look. It does look pretty messy here. Again, same as NQ. You've had a very nice pre-London fake out buy here. You guys know we love them. We love them fake out buy opportunities. You see this close bearish and then close straight back above. And there's your buy opportunity. A very nice fake out buy there. So with where the Dow is now, I mean, you could come up and squeeze some levels from yesterday. Maybe I'd be watching these highs around 46,444 as a potential retracement into. But be careful of a range here in London. We got core PCE price index today at 1:30 London time, so pre-New York. And you've already had a very nice push here. Like, this is a very nice pre-London push. 78 points, look at that. A really nice push. Same as NQ. NQ's already had a very nice bounce here. I do like NQ to have a bit of a pullback and squeeze higher. But it's already had, like I say, this in this last hour, 61 points is a very decent push. You are tagging these highs here on NQ. I do believe these highs here around 24/7 look nice as well. Gold. 4 hour on gold is disgusting. Let's have a look. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's let me have a look at the currency chart. 4 hour. I mean, you guys who are looking at the currency chart, I do have some more upside targets around 37.62. But if you're going to get a move like that, it's very likely to come more so towards New York session of news. But I do have some more highs up here. See on the 30-minute time frame from 9 AM, which is the London highs that I just spoke about here yesterday. So on the futures chart, you got it around 37.92 on the currency chart. And these London highs from yesterday that we took the longs up. Look at that beautiful 30-minute fake out long that we took yesterday. I like these longs. There's a lot of upside levels on gold. But what's the 4 hour like? Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours a little bit tough here on gold. You know, you're grabbing 4 hour lows, you're grabbing 4 hour highs. 37.50 is a massive level of resistance as well in the currency. Big resistance. Haven't quite got back above there just yet either. Then you got a pretty big pre-London wick to the highs. Please check gold on the weekly. Gold on the weekly. We're very bullish. Very bullish. Gold's been very bullish for since back of end of August. September's just been huge. You know, from August to September, gold's up like 14%, which is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You know, it does start to look very overextended, but again, it's not our job to try and call that. You're going to get, literally, we're going to get this monthly close in today and then 2 more trading days. And look at this monthly. Gold's so bullish. So bullish. That's why, like I said, I think I measured it yesterday. I was like, from the start of the year here, where gold is now, gold's up like 40%. Which is pretty much what my stocks are at this year. My stocks, I think, are up about 40%. Which is, again, huge. But to see an asset like gold, a commodity like gold up 38% from January to September is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You could have bought gold in January in hindsight and spent the year on the beach watching the money roll in. Absolutely insane. Got that 30 close above 37.50. Because we took the highs at resistance. Only minus 15 ticks. Yeah, minus 15 is good, man. Yeah, 3,000 ticks. This is crazy. Minus 15 ticks is good, man. Minus 15 ticks is good. Yeah, it's the only thing that you did get that 30-minute bullish closure here. But when this 30-minute starts to come back down, I'm kind of keeping in my mind that this is the 2 candles within the hourly time frame, and in the back of my mind I'm thinking, okay, not only is this a nice hourly liquidity level, this is also hourly resistance. So you don't want to be careful buying up here, unless you're buying from like, you know, here maybe it didn't work out, you took the quick loss, fine. But once you've liquidated the highs and held hourly resistance, there's no upside targets at that point. And if there's no upside targets, then there's no trade. But again, part of the growth, minus 15 ticks is fantastic. So gold having a pretty decent sell-off here pre-London, guys. Decent pre-London move up, big move down. What's this? How big are these ranges? We're getting some big moves here in London. Pre-London, you're up 134 ticks. A couple minutes before London opened, we're right back down another 100. So in the last hour, gold's almost had 200 ticks worth of volume. What puts you off the daily double bottom? Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Well, I can kind of see the same thing to the highs. You do have a nice daily double bottom here, but you also do have some equal highs as well. So I can kind of see gold from either side right now. You got some nice liquidity highs. You also have some nice lows. It's kind of a big make or break level here for today on gold. Why don't I mean, like I say, if I was to draw some new liquidity levels here for the day, we'd be talking London highs from yesterday, around 37.92. That's the longs we took up here yesterday. And my downside level would be back down here at 37.50. And anything in between that, we kind of have grabbed all necessary highs. The only thing I can see here on this 4-hour time frame is this looks like a big liquidity grab here. If you start re-breaking lower, there is the potential for shorts, especially if you get this 30-minute fake out. Big hourly liquidity grab. However, with that being said though, I would want to see more of a breakout, because if I try and short this out of FOMO, well, look what you're shorting into. You're still shorting into big support here. So for me personally, I would rather be more comfortable waiting to see a decent breakout here, quick little pullback, and then try and get short. I wouldn't want to sell into this support. And I wouldn't want to kind of trade anywhere within this range now, just because you have tagged the highs and lows. So we're saying that, well, why did you take the pre-London buys? Well, I took the pre-London buys because you hadn't grabbed the upside liquidity yet. So you came up, tagged them highs. So now you've tagged the highs, now you've tagged the lows. You're right back, literally in the middle of this range. Like here, let's just put it from the range, like here to here. 50% is right here. So you're basically right back in the middle of this big range. Have the same here. Yeah, nice. London open here, guys. Let's see what we got here at NQ. Let's have a look at some other markets as well here, guys. So NQ did have a lovely run up here. Look at this amazing pre-London run here, guys. We'd start getting on earlier. Look at this beautiful pre-London run here. What time did this start? 6:40 to 7 a.m. Amazing NQ move. Now we're still closing pretty bullish here on NQ, so I wouldn't be selling this. I'll be looking to long up into these highs at 24,700. But would I buy here? No. We've just grabbed the first liquidity level, so I want to see a little bit of a pullback, find some support, maybe potential morning star play before then, seeing if we can get the longs. Gold. Gold looks pretty tough in here today, guys. You've just wicked out the highs, held the resistance. You're coming down for an instant bottom wick here. Right back into support as well. So, yeah, gold's going to need a little bit more price action for me to want to jump in anything just yet. Yeah, we'll have a look at silver. Let me have a look at the currencies, because we've been having some very nice currency calls at the minute as well. So the euro ended up having a very nice being hacked again. Ended up having a very nice sell-off yesterday. Continued selling off. You've broke back below 1.18. You retested it yesterday, and now you broke all the way back below 1.175 as well. So huge breakout here on the euro. You know, we called with these nice longs up into this liquidity level, and now we're having this lovely break back lower. Now the only thing with the euro is, keep in mind, look at where this weekly is. This is my only concern with shorting the euro, is you are at massive weekly support. I don't know why I said weekly twice. Weekly support. Back at weekly support here on the euro. So I wouldn't really want to be short here on the euro. But would I buy it? I don't know if I'd want to buy it, because, you know, yesterday you still closed with a very decent pushback lower. Yeah, I would be careful trading the euro here in the London. You know, you got resistance here, you got support here. In terms of what I said to you guys, you know, we're looking for quality over quantity. We've had some great quality setups this week. Do I think there's a quality setup shaping up here in the euro? Not yet. Not yet. I mean, it looks like we need to have a bit of a pullback, but look at this price action. You're kind of pretty trapped right now in the euro. And if I can see the hourly's trapped, then guess what? There's not really much benefit me dropping down to the 5-minute and trying to trade this, because look what the 5-minute does. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Grab the lows, back up. Could easily come back lower. So higher time frame on euro is in a pretty tricky area. You had a great sell-off yesterday after breaking back below 1.18. Amazing sell-off at the New York Open. Pre-New York, amazing sell-off. Now you found the support. So you really want to see if this big area, which is a massive 4-hour level of resistance, is going to hold for a pullback. Personally, I wouldn't be looking to activate any new trades here. Try and give you guys that most neutral and non-biased market perspective ever. I have zero emotional attachment to trading the euro, but what I'm kind of seeing here is big resistance, big support. You also have potential retest into 1.175 as well. Just keep in the back of your mind where your higher time frames are. You know, don't get too trapped into a 5-minute breakout here on the euro. Keep in the back of your mind, okay, cool, that big 4-hour resistance, big 4-hour support, you may create a bit of a range here. And you do have big US dollar news later on as well. Hi Aaron, any tips on how to recognize it will become a choppy day? Like yesterday afternoon? Backward is always easy, but during the day, it's not easy. I mean, it's kind of like gold right now, to be honest, man. I mean, again, you know, sometimes you do have to take a trade in a range and take a loss to know that it's in a range. And that's fine. You know, I do that plenty of times. But the thing is, when people try and trade this range and they take a loss, they can't accept that it's a range. And they get too emotional and just keep trading and trading and trading and trading. Whereas if I take a loss in a range, I can see the price action here. You know, we're bearish, we're bullish, we're bearish. Well, we're clearly ranging. So therefore, just even if you're watching the lower time frame, most people get caught up in ranges because you're too focused on what the 5-minute's doing. You know, you're watching the 5-minute, you're going, oh, this is, you know, we're breaking out, cool, I'm going to try go long, oh, down, back down, okay, I'm going to try go short, before you know, you come right back up. And it's only when you zoom out, you go, well, what on earth was I trying to do? We're in a very, very, very tough range here. A very tough range. So it's okay to take a loss in a range. You know, sometimes you have to take a position in the markets to get a feel for the markets, but as soon as you can recognize that it is ranging, just zoom out as quick as you can. Go to your 4-hour chart and be like, okay, cool. We're very choppy here. We have resistance, we have support. Hourly chart. We have big resistance, we have big support. Okay, cool. Well, therefore, let me just wait for a higher time frame breakout and have a much easier trade. Same thing here. You know, you can see here on gold, big range here. You can try and trade this on the lower time frame, or you can just wait for an hourly breakout and then get your trade. The only reason people get so chopped up in ranges is because they're always so scared that they're going to miss the move. If I see a range, I've got to go, cool, that's fine. Let me just wait for an hourly breakout, 30-minute breakout, and then I'll get my trade. You always have to remember that trade is right around the corner. And what I kind of found is most of the time when I was trading in these ranges, you end up not only giving back all of your good gains, you massively drain your mental capital, but you're also that mentally burnt out that by the time the breakout does come, you've hit your max loss for the day and you're too burnt out to even make a good emotional decision, so you can't even take the trade. So whenever price is ranging, you know, like here on the hourly, if I see this hourly close doji, well, guess what? There's nothing for me to trade here at 6 a.m. Wait for the next, walk away for an hour, come back for the next hourly candle. Okay, cool. Did this candle break out? No, cool, walk away. Oh, cool. 8 a.m. broke out, amazing. Now I'll get my trade. The biggest thing in trading is knowing when to walk away. Knowing when to trade and when not to trade is one of the biggest things in trading. And for me, specifically for trading gold, is if my hourly is, you know, as an example, like, I mean, even here, like if I see my hourly time frame in here is going doji, bullish, bearish, that's my indication that if the hourly's ranging, The lower time frame is going to tell me nothing more other than get me trapped in false breakouts all the time. So the key is, if you take a loss in the range, which is absolutely fine, like I say, sometimes you do have to take a loss to get a feel of the markets, is know when to walk away. Just walk away. Just lock yourself out, you know, come here, go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lock myself out for an hour and I'm going to come back. If you really feel that urge, walk away. Always remember that next trades are right around the corner. Off the dinner, have a great weekend all. Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you've had a good week, and I'll see you on Monday, man. That time it was me. It happens, like I say, you know, it's... Everything I'm saying to you guys is from my experience. I have been trying to trade these ranges, you know, on the lower time frame, because these ranges almost look like an opportunity, and then you get just chopped up because you can't trust the price action. And then, you know, it's only when, like, you know, 1 minute you're trying to buy this breakout, and then you're trying to short this breakout, and then you're trying to buy this breakout, and you get stopped out like 4 times. And it's only when you go, okay, cool, let me actually just zoom out for a second. Well, what was I trying to do? The hourly was doing absolutely nothing. So one of the best things you can do is just always remember, save your lower time frame for once the higher time frame actually confirms what you want to see. You always got to let the markets come to you. For me, the lower time frame, especially when trading gold, can just chop you up all day long. Just locked the XFA out for the week, up 107 ticks. Amazing, Cade. 107 ticks for the week is amazing, man. 107 ticks is fantastic work. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. Happy Friday. Yes. 674 people watching. Only 60 likes. If you're enjoying the words of wisdom, don't forget to smash that ravishing like button. Yeah, you tell them, man. You tell them. Drop the likes in there, guys. Remember, we're here all week as well. We've had some great trades live here this week, and we'll see if we get something here today. You know, there's not necessarily no trades for me here today. I just need to see a little bit of price action. We've got that first 15-minute London session coming up in about 6 minutes here as well. Yep, I can see that, Anthony. Absolutely. That's kind of what I can see here on gold. If we just delete all this for a second, I can kind of see, you know, we're kind of doing something like this. We're waiting for some sort of big move here. Kind of getting squeezed here. You know, if we're going to have a true move up on gold or true move down, the textbook will tell you, oh, cool, we're going to do this. Unfortunately, it's not how the markets work. We'll probably end up doing something like this. So we're just kind of waiting to see where that squeeze is going to happen here on gold to try and understand where the next move is going to happen. I'll drop a like when we get a winning signal. Sorry, man. I got you. We were here pre-London. You slept in, man. You slept in. You missed the pre-London trade. Where can we learn your trading style? I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel. Loads of trade breakdowns. In my latest Valencia vlog, Switzerland vlog, there's lots of trade breakdowns in there, man. They're all absolutely free. Topstep kindly put my YouTube channel below, so head over to my YouTube channel after the stream. Not yet. Don't leave us just yet. But after the stream, head over to the YouTube channel. And there's plenty of trade breakdowns there. All of trades that we've taken live on stream. I don't give any hindsight recaps. All trades that we've taken here. Do you think we sweep the sell side liquidity on gold today? I mean, it's possible, man. It's possible. I feel like it's pretty 50-50 right now. The key is... in the Zoom waiting room, panic, I didn't know what to do on my own. That's what we like to hear about. The thing is with gold, you know, I kind of have, like, I have upside liquidity levels and I have downside liquidity levels. And for me here, if you would say to me guys, like, where do I think we're going to grab? The key is I don't really think, and I don't really, I mean this in a nice way. I don't mean this in a way too, but I also don't really care which way we're going to sweep. I don't care if gold's going to go up. I don't care if gold's going to go down. If we come down and grab the lows, cool. I'll look for a short. If we come up and grab the highs, cool. I'll look for a long up into that. The key is to not think. Because remember, the markets don't care about what we think. So if we, again, I'll just delete all of this for a second. If we have a downside liquidity level here, and we have an upside liquidity level here, which is kind of what we have right now, and right here, we're in the middle of the range. If I say to you guys, okay, cool, I think we're going to go to the highs, I'm going to start buying. Or I think we're going to go to the lows, let me start selling. We have to remember the markets don't care about what we think. And although, it's okay to say, I think price might go up here, or I think price might go down here, we will only react, and the key word is react, of what we think once the market shows us that what we're thinking is correct. So for me, if I want to sell gold down into this liquidity level, because I think that's where we're going to go today, which is fine, I will only short into that level once the markets, maybe break out here, quick pullback, and then I'll get my shorts. I'll let the market show me their cards and then I'll take my trade. Same thing as if I think gold's going to come up for the highs here today. I'll let the market show me their cards and then I'll take my trade. Same thing here today, when we were trading all the way down here pre-London, I thought we were going to come up into these highs. But we're not paid off what we think. And I'm not going to start buying for no reason. However, once price starts breaking in my favor, then I go, okay, cool. That's the market showing me that what I'm thinking could be correct in the form of a candle closure above. Now I'm going to take my trade. So you always have to remember, don't think. We're not paid to think. We're not paid to anticipate. We're paid to let a candle close. We are paid to anticipate, but what I'm trying to say is wait for the candle to close, confirm that what you're thinking is correct in the form of a candle closure, and then take your trade. Whereas most people get too caught up in trading what they think, and they miss very simple breakout opportunities. Like if you think gold's going to come down for the lows, but we start breaking back higher, well, you're going to miss out on a very nice long opportunity. The reason people lose so much is because they're always too worried about trying to trade what they think, not what they see, not what's right in front of them. Your trading style gave me confidence and control of my trading. Thanks, Aaron. Amazing, man. That's what we like to hear. That's what we love to hear, man. So you want to trade from an if-then perspective, whereas most people are trying to predict. And they think price is going to reverse from here. It just keeps pushing down. Or they think price is just going to rip from here, and it could break and retest and keep pushing lower. Don't trade what you think. Trade what's right in front of you. And unfortunately, what's right in front of us now on gold is a very messy range. So we just have to let the markets come to us. If we start breaking back above here, guys, say break back above 3775-ish, great, we can take our longs. And I'm happy to take that risk. I'll take the risk on because the markets have showed me that we're starting to break out. Now I can take my trade. The only reason people trade what they think is they're always too scared that they're going to miss the move. Well, you have to remember the markets don't move as quick as you think. If price, breaks above here, people go, oh, I've missed it. I should have been in from here. I'm like, no, this is great. This is our confirmation. Pull back and then I'll get my trade. Not that much, but, But until we close above, trade what we see. What do we see? Well, we see a bearish 30-minute candle closure. If that 30 minutes just closed, very bearish. So is it my job to fight this 30-minute fake out? Absolutely not. But if we close back above, cool. Maybe then we can give it a shot. Just something that's helped me personally. NQ tag and previous 30-minute lows, potential morning star play shaping up here, like we said. If we grab these lows, there's potential for a pullback. Like me in the earlier days, I would always be so focused. I think so many people are so focused on trying to catch reversals and trying to call tops and bottoms because it worked, one time out of 10 and it maybe fueled their ego. You guys are trying to do what consistently works. And what consistently works is letting the market show you their cards and taking the trade. Exactly like the trade we took literally live here yesterday. I thought price was going to go higher. However, I don't react off what I think until the market showed me. Okay, cool. The market showed me some bullishness. Amazing. Now I'll take my trade. And from here up into these highs yesterday, what was this? This was like a, 100 to 170, 80 tick move. All based off waiting the markets close, confirm what you want to see, and then take your trade. Candle closures on gold are very, very, very key. They're also very simple because it eliminates any predicting. Let the candle close, cool, then take your trade. That's the secret key, is simplicity and waiting for candle closures. I think Dan blew his account. Did Dan blow his account today? Dan, did you blow your account today? You just swing trade. What are you talking about? We literally have taken two amazing trades here. Just taking a pre-London trade in literally 10 minutes. If you think this is a swing trade. Oh, there you go. Good job. Good job, Bruno. I'll literally click on it for a second. I think they had Dan blew his account today. Took 100 and, what was this yesterday? Where was it yesterday? 180 ticks yesterday. 180 ticks yesterday. You still can't win? Silly Dan. Bye bye Dan. Don't watch him. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going off. I just literally randomly just clicked it to see how many people are watching. Let me see. I see Dan furious. Should make a documentary titled "It Has Candle Closure." Don't want their negativity to hit your psychology. Nah, 100%, man. That's why I don't read it. I just randomly clicked it to see how many people were viewing. Bring a lot of closures, too many. Nice, I like that. I like that. Yeah, you guys have to remember, if you're trying to take, and not just Dan the man, but people in general, if you're trying to take, there's different styles in trading. You got scalping, you got day trading, you got swing trading. For you guys who are trading gold, you will get fantastic day trades. I'm not talking about 1 minute scalping. I'm not 1 minute scalping. You can get fantastic day trades on gold, executing and holding for like 30 minutes to an hour and a half. You guys will get fantastic moves. You'll also get way better quality moves. If you think, you're going to sit here and scalp the 1 minute, take 10 plus trades a day and make loads of money, unfortunately, it's not going to work. If you focus on getting a trade, holding it for 30 minutes to an hour, especially trading commodities, you will get very, very good trades. Like the trade from yesterday. Where was our yesterday? You could have bought this, walked away for an hour and you had 170 ticks. Absolutely amazing. So I don't know, unless I'm mistaken, and swing trading is holding a trade for an hour, then I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But if you guys who are trying to get consistent, don't focus on trying to take 5+ 1 minute trades every single day. Focus on taking good quality trades, 1 to 2 trades a day max, and that's how you guys will start getting consistent. Do you also wait for a full candle closure on entry? I mean, once I kind of get the breakout here, like this pre-London scalp here on gold, once I kind of get this candle closure here, that's my confirmation that we're closing back above. I'll just take the trade. Exactly like if you guys go back and watch the trade that we took here yesterday, as soon as this candle closes above, I'm taking the trade. I don't need to see the next candle close. Like that's my confirmation candle. Here's my entry candle. And there's your trade. That's the key. You don't need to wait for another candle closure. As soon as you get this 30-minute fake out, cool. That candle closes, confirms the move. Boom. Then you take your trade. So for this right now here on gold, if this 30-minute was to close above, that's enough for me to want to then take the trade. Best trade setup ever is shorting my account balance, guaranteed win. Oh, not here, Tim. Keep tuning in here, man. We'll change things around, man. We'll change things around. It's how it feels sometimes, man, but it's part of the journey. It's part of the growth we have to go to. Then trust me, I've been through the stage where you think, oh, if I start doing the opposite of what I think, I could make money. It also doesn't work. It's part of getting the consistency down. Yeah, noticing it's usually after 3 candle closures and the market decides its direction. Is that normal? It can be. The market can sometimes moves in waves of 3. Oh, like a morning star is technically 3 candles. A head and shoulders is, left shoulder, head, right shoulder is 3. Another pattern I used to trade was this is a nice reversal kind of pattern here on gold, where you used to kind of have, it does a little bit more now, but again, it moves in 3s where, wrong tool, where you would have this 1, 2, 3, and then get that drive. So yeah, it can definitely. Sometimes markets can move in threes quite a lot actually. But typically by the third drive, it's already kind of had the move. Like here, like for instance here, like if I'm playing this morning star play, I'm trying to buy this candle, not waiting for this candle to close and then buy. But yeah, it definitely can, man. It definitely can. Had a few bearish equity curves myself. Yeah, absolutely. We all have, yeah. If you haven't, it's coming. What your V-up settings and how do you apply it to when you're trading? I honestly don't really use it, to be honest, man. I keep an idea of where it's at, but it's not something I take trades off personally. It's just the very standard settings here. It's a good question. If I need to look for 1 to 2 trades a day, how do I know if the opportunity I'm looking at is the best one for the whole day? For the exact example of right now, of knowing when to look for quality over quantity. Well, if you're looking to take a trade right now here on gold, there's no liquidity levels, and you're also trading in the middle of a range. Therefore, you're probably not going to get a high quality setup in here. What qualifies for a high quality setup is this pre-London trade. Unfortunately, it came off when, I mean, let's not even look at the pre-London one. Let's look at the one that we actually took here together yesterday. Let's look at the one that we took here yesterday. A good quality trade is a trade where we have clear targets and we have a nice fake out confirmation, which was this example. So that's a good trade because we've had a nice fake out and we have good targets. So what makes this a good quality trade as opposed to trying to take a trade right here? Well, we have no fake outs and we have no targets. So therefore, there's not a good quality trade here right now. So if I only have 1 to 2 trades here for the day, well, let me just wait for price to, I think I went a bit Irish there. Wait for price to break out and then get my next trade. So right now, there's no good quality trades. Here's a good quality trade. We had breakout, we had volume, we had targets. We don't have that right now. So, and it's also ranging. Look at this hourly price action. Bullish, bearish, huge wick, wick and lows. So is there any, you know, let me just remove all this analysis for a second. Is there any good price action? Sorry, guys. Let me go back to where we were. Is there any good price action and ranges in here right now? Absolutely not. So you can try and trade in here and you can force your 1 to 2 trades of the day, or you can accept that we're in a bit of a range, walk away for an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3, depends on what the market breaks out, and then you can take your trade. So knowing when to trade and when not to trade, that's the game. For me, the best time to trade is when I have clear targets and clear breakouts and clear ranges to play. Well, right now I don't have clear targets because my liquidity's been grabbed to the highs and lows. I took the highs and buys into highs. I wasn't on for the buys out of the lows or shorts into lows. But now that we have grabbed both sides and we're right back in the range, let price come to us. Exactly the same thing as, like, you know, this is the thing that most people try and, you know, trade in these ranges. They can't bear to not be in a trade 24/7. And by the time price breaks out, well, you've already had your max trade today, so you can't even take the trade. So it's like you can try and force these ranges, or you can just go, okay, cool, well, this is my range, I'm not going to trade in here, but if we break out, cool, then I'm going to get my quality trade. And that's not swing trading. That's just waiting for higher time frame candles, like an hourly candle closure. But that's the game. You know, if you're taking 5+ trades every single day, like 5+ brand new trades every single day, you're probably over trading. Just random question: does it happen you blow fund accounts? Absolutely, man. I go through. I go through losing periods as well, for sure. I typically, you know, if I've had like, I try and at least get like, you know, maybe 1 to 2 payouts before I maybe take some more risk, maybe. But yeah, absolutely, man. We go through losing periods, winning periods. Like August was a bit of a slower month. 100%, man. It's normal. Absolutely normal. You might take out, you know, you might spend September. For me, it's been a great month. I might take a payout at the end of September, so my buffer might be a little bit smaller. The start of August might be a little bit shaky. I might lose the account, but as long as I've got my payout, I can go again on another one. Then that's fine. You know, you never know when that rough period is going to come, but sometimes it can come like on a brand new account or right after a payout. But if you look at your equity curve overall and you're consistently going up, then amazing. But if you're, you know, passing accounts, blowing accounts, passing accounts, blowing accounts, then you're probably overall just not yet consistent, which is also fine. You just want to work on consistency. An A plus setup in, honestly, a break below here or here. An A plus setup in this range would be a strong hourly closure. Euro USD short. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Possible. Remember, nothing's really changed from when I broke this down an hour ago. Is we're just waiting for a bit of a breakout here. So same as the euro, you know, you've just saved yourself half an hour of mental capital not needing to watch it. Why? Because I said we want to be waiting for a higher time frame candle closure. Because this is just a lot of chop. A lot of chop. So you need to get chopped up in here, or you can wait for an hourly breakout, and then you can get a much easier trade. You can sit here and watch it, and you can, you know, revenge. And again, this is exactly, you know, if you're only looking for 1 to 2 trades a day, how do you know if the opportunity you're looking at is the best one for the whole day? It's not about having the best one. It's about having one that fits your rules. So is there a good quality trade on the euro right now? Well, what are we doing? We're stuck in a range that we've been in since 3:45 London time. So are you going to get a good quality trade set up in here? Unfortunately, the answer is no. And sometimes you just have to accept that and walk away. You can sit here, like I said, you can sit here and event trade it and blow loads of money, or you can wait for it to break out, pull back, and then get your trade. So these ranges are going to save you, you know, just this literally simple rectangle tool here could save you a lot of unnecessary time and also an unnecessary amount of losses. How long it took you to be able to make money from anywhere in the world from trading? At least 2 years, man. At least 2 years. I consistently lost money for a year and a half, 2 years. But again, you know, I didn't have the opportunities that you guys maybe have here today. Like if I had the opportunities to tune into someone trading live every single day, sharing their thought process, sharing the whole entire strategy, I feel like I would be way ahead, way quicker. So you may be able to do it quicker than me, but personally, it took me 2 years. Some people can, you know, make a mistake once and learn from it. Me personally, I had to keep making the same mistake over and over and over again to get to a point where like, okay, cool. Let me just actually stop making this stupid mistake. Yeah, I 100% Sean, I agree. The whole entire range is untradeable. I agree. And that's kind of, you guys on YouTube, this is what Sean's just shared in the chat, in the Zoom chat right now. And that's the 30-minute time frame. So Sean's just identified this good 30-minute no trade range. So he's literally got it from, I believe, around here to here-ish. And this is going to be his no trade range, which is great. So if this is your no trade range here, and don't get me wrong, guys, trust me, I know I want to be trading just as much as you guys want to be trading, but I also know from experience that if I try and trade these ranges, I'm going to get chopped up. And I know if I just walk away for an hour and price breaks out, then I'll get my much easier and nicer trade. And the markets will confirm more so which way we want to break out. So in here right now, to be fair, this is a nice 30-minute liquidity gap shaping up. But just for the point of this is, for looking for good quality trades, this is your range. Literally, you know, when you guys are trading on your own, when we're not on stream, it's like, have your range, and just like right now, okay, it's 8:30. Let me just walk away for 30 minutes and come back at 9 and see if we've broken out. Oh, cool, we haven't broken out. We just ended up chopping the range. Cool, walk away for the next 30 minutes. Know when to walk away. That's the real key here. This is a nice 30-minute liquidity grab here on gold. You just grab previous hourly lows. You've just held this support here. So there is potential breakout here coming in on gold. So again, you know, it might not make sense here, but now we have a nice morning star. Now we're trying to break back above. At any point, we could have a trade. You guys have seen, sometimes we wait like an hour and a half for a trade. And then we get a trade in 5-10 minutes and we've got opposition. Exactly the same. How long did we wait yesterday? We jumped on at, what, 7:30 yesterday? We waited, what, an hour? And then we got an amazing trade. Patience pays, patience pays. That's almost mental. Wow, just stuck it out. Props to you, man. Thank you, man. Absolutely. Learning lots from your lessons. That's good to hear, man. That's what we love to hear. Yeah, at the beginning, I put too much pressure on myself. I was like, you know what, I'm going to become a full-time consistent trader in like a couple of months, easy. It's just not the case. But it's also like, I knew it was possible because like I had seen, like I took good trades, I made money on the good trades, like I saw it was possible. I just needed to learn to filter out less of the noise. That's the good thing about when you're learning trades, like you can see it's possible. Like you can see here, we got a great trade. It was like 100 tick trades, like a $1,000 trade yesterday. Like we saw it was possible. I think I took like 1,200 yesterday. Like you can see it's possible. That's what kind of kept me so interested and like willing to learn trading. It's like I can see it. I can see the moves. I just need to filter out the bad trades more and manage myself more importantly. That's the real big thing. Managing yourself, managing your emotions, managing the tilt, managing the FOMO. That's where the real growth comes from. It's not about having the most complex strategy in the world. Don't get me wrong, you need a profitable trading plan, but it's about becoming good at mastering yourself. And I've kind of always been someone who likes, you know, individual sports and I won't say self-mastery, but like, you know, I like personal challenges. Like I've never really been like a team kind of person. I like to do things that are just like me versus me, and trading is a fantastic thing for that. What's a reasonable risk and target per trade? I'm transitioning from Forex to futures. Nice, welcome man, welcome. And not so used to the trading. The trading stops here on Topstep. As once you get back to break even, then it just stays there at break even. There's no intraday trading drawdown. It's all end of day, so there's no intraday trading drawdown, which makes it much easier. But for me here on gold, depending on what size you're trading or what, you know, if I'm trading a 100K account, you know, I'm trading like one contract, I'm risking $200, $300, $400. Going for like 1-to-1s, 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s maybe. So here there's no intraday trading drawdown. When trading proper, like yesterday I traded one contract across 3 accounts, so 3 contracts. Here I just copy trade these 2, so 2 contracts. Looking at the equities now, they've now grabbed the previous 30-minute lows. That's a good point. Let's have a look at NQ. Oh yeah, look at that. So that was a nice, look at that nice liquidity grab there on NQ. On a trade NQ here in London, that was a nice grab the lows in a bullish breakout. So where's your next targets here on NQ? That's why I said I'm not sure. I wouldn't sell NQ. I'm looking to buy up into this level. Got my Express account. I'm thinking of going to Thailand to lock in. Nice, nice, nice. I know you don't know. Would you recommend it? I would absolutely recommend it, man. I would say get a couple of payouts first. If it's your, I'm not saying it is, but if it's your first, account or second account, get some payouts under your belt first. Prove that you can actually do it, or at least have a decent amount of savings behind you, so you don't put any unnecessary pressure on yourself. But yeah, absolutely take the lead. Why not? Just go there for a couple, a month or two. Take a break from life and go there for a couple of months, and yeah, man, lock in, trade, live the experience of life, and you'll be surprised at how much better you trade because you're in a much better mental frame of mind. That's the reason I took the leap. But the main trade here on NQ, guys, was the exact same trade from, was the exact same trade from London yesterday. Was 30-minute fake out buys. 30-minute fake out buys here pre-London. 6:30 was absolutely amazing. This still could flip bullish here though. This is still, how tight is this range though? 30 points, not bad. But remember, you still are at hourly resistance as well. So what makes this trade nicer than this one is you're buying a 30-minute break fake out at support. Kind of stuck at resistance there. Pending candle closure. Yeah, let's have a look, man. Definitely. Goldie. Let's have a look at Goldie. Guys, logging me out because I have logged in on my laptop at home. It's the issue of having 2 setups. Yeah, pending a breakout. Yep, definitely. If you are looking to buy gold, I would be looking to target these pre-London highs here. So all I want to see here on gold is just more of a candle closure above, quick little pullback, and then play this range. And I like these highs up here again. It's been 3 months in Thailand. Best decision ever. Amazing, Bruno. That's amazing, man. You can, and yeah, like I said to you guys yesterday, you guys can live so cheap in Thailand. But it's not about, you know, I just can't really, it's only until, yeah, I know, Dave. It's only in the, it's only once you do it, you realize how good it is for you mentally. It's Friday. I've got the patience today. So if the guy who was saying that I'm a swing trader, well, look at these two good trades. Great trade yesterday, great trade here today. I don't think that's swing trading. I think that's waiting for good quality setups. Let me have a look here. Any one-on-one mentorship program? Funnily enough, man, it's literally launching in 2 days, and it's the first time I have ever done it. So yes, there is, man. You can see more on the latest YouTube video. But it's the first time I have ever done it. It'll be very, very limited as well. Actually limited, because I don't want to give up all of my time. Would you say if I have 15K saved up from trading, it's enough to move abroad for, let's say, 6 months? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It depends on where you go, but if you go somewhere to Asia, and honestly, you could live very well for, like, I don't know. I want to say like 2,000 to 3,000 a month. It's 100%. And just treat it like treat it like a holiday. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Just, go there and be like, I'm going to have an extended holiday. I'm going to focus on trading. If I don't make money from trading, that's fine. I'm still going to have the best memories of my life, and I'm going to have 0 regrets. And that was for me. I was like, if I do this and it doesn't work out, I'm not going to come back home and be like, oh, that was the worst. I regret that. Of course not. I'm like, if I have to come back home, but I've been traveling the world, I've been grinding on trading, I've been crafting my skill, I'm never going to regret that. I'm not going to regret it. So just go there, but don't put any pressure on yourself. Don't get me wrong. It's a great opportunity to focus on trading more, but try and treat it from the perspective of, look, you know what? I'm going to go there. It's a holiday. It's going to give me more time to focus on trading. If I don't make money, well, guess what? I have savings, and I can enjoy my time. Yeah, there you go. 2 to 3K a month in Thailand. You're living like a king. Exactly. There you go, man. Easily. Someone said here on YouTube, you guys on Zoom, you probably know better. How much do you need to live in Thailand for 1 month? You guys probably know better than me. And you guys who are in Thailand, how much could you live off in Thailand for 1 month? And even if like 2 to 3,000 a month, that's like great accommodation. You're eating out every day. You got a bike, you're going to the beach, like 2K would be comfortable. So this is you guys on YouTube. This is Sean in the Zoom chat who literally lives in Thailand, and Sean said, yeah, 2K would be comfortable, and 3K you're living like a king, like literally living in a very nice place, eating out every day, great lifestyle. And it's like, guys, you don't need to maybe making thousands and thousands and thousands from trading a month to be able to do that. You'll be able to scale it with time. Keep it realistic and start small. That's all I did. Yeah, just copy Aaron's signals and you're set. Well, if you tuned in yesterday, well, there was a nice $1,000 yesterday, so remember 50-50 profit split here. I take 50%. Only on the winning trades though. Potential breakout coming in here on gold, guys, 5 minutes. Yeah, 2 to 3K is like you don't even look at the prices. Yeah, that's incredible. Sorry guys, doing this only because I'm connected on my laptop back home. I forgot to log out this morning. Yes, that signal pays the rent. Well, we had yesterday's trade was like 1,000. We also had a great trade. What, Wednesday as well? Where was that? Was it? I think it was literally the Wednesday we had a great trade. So we had a great trade yesterday. Where was our here? Sorry guys. We had a great trade previous day off an hourly liquidity gap. Ended up ripping way higher as well. So we had that trade yesterday. We haven't had any losses here. And we had these amazing buys here the day before as well. I think we had this little scalp in this range. I do swing trade though. Remember, like Dave said, whatever his name was. I do swing trade. But we had a nice scalp in here as well. We had a lovely scalp here. Much bigger trade yesterday. Only a pre-London one here. But we could have one shaping up here today as well. Yeah, 2-3K, you don't even look at the prices. That's crazy. And you guys remember, you don't, like, it doesn't take a lot You don't need hundreds of thousands either to be making 2,000-3,000 a month. You could be making 2,000 a month on like 1 to 2 accounts here on Topstep, easily. But remember, the goal is consistency. That's what I say to you guys, don't focus on the P&L and focus on trying to make loads of money. Just focus on consistency. You get consistent, you start copy trading 1, 2 accounts, like, man, you're making 2,000-3,000 comfortably. And that's very conservative. That's what I say to you guys, don't focus on trying to have huge profits. We break out here on gold, guys. There's a potential long shaping up here. And the golden iPhone is on its way. Thank you, I'll take it. Is it engraved as well? Aaron Trades on the back or something? Should I be taking a payout every 5 winning days or space it out? No, I mean, it depends on how many you're taking out. Me personally, I'll take like a payout a month, maybe, on an account. It depends on where my buffers are at. I think it was May, I think I took like 6 payouts from Topstep, but that's because I had a pretty decent buffer. But I'm trying to take out like 1 a month. If you trade in 2 accounts, then cool, you're getting 2 a month. I wouldn't take out every single 5 days. Personally, it's just me, because I want to give myself enough of a buffer. I don't want to put that pressure on myself. But I don't even really, literally, like I say, I'll come on at the end of the month. I'm like, cool, how much have we made this month? Oh, cool, I've made $3,000. Amazing. Let me take out $1.5 grand from this account. I don't really look at it too much on like that perspective. I just look at it at the end of the month. I go, oh, cool, made money this month. Let's take a payout. Micros or mini. I'm trading minis here, man. Minis. Depends on the ranges. Gold's in a bit of an ugly range today, so I may trade micros. We'll see. Potential morning star here shaping up on gold. Let me see. NQ again. See, NQ guys, you are at that hourly resistance, so it's not the cleanest of trades. I'm not jumping in. I wouldn't say jump in NQ just yet. Do you make most of your money trading when traveling? Absolutely. If you saw my latest video, which I posted on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see what I've made from just the stock side alone. But when I took the leap into traveling and trading, I mean, no one even knew what I wasn't sharing anything online. I wish I did. I wasn't documenting my journey, or I didn't make any videos. Like, it was just literally just me and my laptop, and that was it. It was actually very lonely, but that's how it started. It was literally just me, my laptop, a couple of funded accounts and savings, and that was it. I wish I documented it more just to show you the struggles and the upcoming side. But yeah, when I first started, it was literally just me and my laptop. I actually found a picture of it yesterday. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Where was it? Let me see if I can find a picture of it for you guys. I found a picture of me when I very first went traveling and trading. I think my mum actually took a picture of me at the airport. Isn't that sweet? Very, very sweet. Where is it? I found it yesterday. Here. Is this it? Yes, this is it. This is me when I very first. This is before I even documented my journey, and this is the first time I ever took the leap into like traveling and trading. I'm not sure what face I'm making there, but that was me. Literally just me, my laptop, my screen, and my backpack. That was it. That was pretty much the start of me going on the travel trading journey, and this was what, 6 years ago. 28th of the 7th. Wow, literally just come. And that was it. That's all I had to travel the world. Literally, it's all I had. I had a big backpack, couple of clothes, my laptop, screen, passport, funded accounts, personal capital, and I was off. So we've got decent 15-minute closure here on gold. Let me see here. 15-minute closure. 30 minutes trying to get back above. The only thing is, like I say, guys, these ranges are very, very messy. I wouldn't trade this on a fund account, guys. I'd be only combine here. Let's see. I don't know. It's all good, man. You can ask questions. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I have obviously other things outside of trading which definitely do help, but that's only as of recent. I've been trading for 7 years. It's only as of recent I have started to build other streams of income. But in them earlier days, for the first like 4 or 5 years, purely trading. People kind of see the different things I'm doing now, like, you know, building the Traders Club, which I absolutely love. And they go, oh, it's easy for you. You got this, and this. But it's like, no, I did this for like 5 years before. I used to do these live streams on Zoom to like one person. After you make the 5 days, how long can you wait before requesting a payout? If you've made $550 days, you can take it out right away if you really want to, man. I don't recommend to take it out that quick, but if you want to, you can. What other old photos do I have? I was finding some pretty cool old photos. Again, I said this yesterday, but I always recommend to you guys who are upcoming in your trading journey, you know, just start documenting your journey more. You know, just document, and just, you'll look back on it one day and be like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. I wish I had more of my upcoming struggles. This is me, look at this. I don't know if this is when this photo was taken. Look at this. This is my setup back in the day. I'm not sure if they were blue light blocking glasses or they just made me feel smarter, but I don't know. Take what you will. This is my little setup. It's in 2020, so that was 5 years ago. I have even older ones somewhere as well. Where's my proper old one? So handsome. This was I'm 90% sure this was earlier than this, but that was a proper grind back in the day. Look at that for a money shot. And Q's just ranging these highs. Like I say, I do like the longs up into this liquidity level, but you've already had a very decent push here pre-London, so you're just kind of creating a bit of a range here. Fell off since then, 30 now. Yeah, now I'm getting grey hairs. I've been trading for like 7 years, getting grey hairs. 30 years old, it's all downhill. How much of a buffer do you recommend having on your ExpressLand account? I mean, how big are your losers on average? How big are your losers on average, and how many do you want to give yourself? Me personally, I'll leave at least like 2,000 to 3,000. If I give myself any less, I mean, 1,500 is like a minimum. But yeah, I would try and reverse engineer it. Like how big, if on average, I'm not saying you do, but if on average you lose like $500 on average, you've only left yourself a $1,000 buffer. That is a lot of pressure. Give yourself like a good amount of trades that if anything bad does happen, you're not going to lose the account. But also don't try and build up a buffer too much that you get so glued on building the buffer that you don't ever take a payout. You get to a burnout point and you end up losing all of it. So depends on how you feel mentally and also based on your stats. But for me personally, I'd like to say at least 2,000 to 3,000. How much of a buffer? Sorry, see that question? Fell off since then. Yeah, that's not very nice, is it? Question about your first year. How long did you wait before taking a payout? Everyone is pointing that not to take a payout until a huge buffer. Recall the first year. I definitely don't recommend. Everyone's pointing to not take a payout until a huge buffer. I highly don't recommend that. If it's your first ever payout, man, take it as soon as you get it, because it's going to help you so much mentally. And even if, like I say to you guys, if it's only $250 or $500, my first payout was maybe a couple of $100, and it was the best feeling in the world, because like, wow, I actually did this. I proved to myself that this is actually possible. So you don't wait until you can take out, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. Take out $500, take out $300, and see it in your bank account and go, wow, this is real. I actually did this from trading, and I know I can do this. It helps you so much mentally. So in the earlier days, if it's your first payout, then take it as soon as you can, because it helps you mentally stay in a better frame of mind. Otherwise, if you just keep chasing a massive payout, you're going to tilt it at some point, you're going to lose it, and you're going to regret it, and you're going to wish you had have taken it out. So take my advice and take it out. You can scale bigger payouts once you get more consistent. But if you've built up a payout, you've got funded, you've built up a payout, you've built out a buffer, you're on the right path. Reward yourself. That's amazing, Clays. Took out a $900 payout and bought my mom and sister a fancy, my mom and sister dinner at a fancy restaurant. Best feeling ever. Love that, Clays. Absolutely amazing, man. That's amazing. Took out a $900 payout and took his mom and sister to dinner. I love that, man. That's awesome. That's what you want to be using these payouts for. That's absolutely amazing. Love that, man. Love that. Do you always trade the same strategy? No, I was swing trading more in the earlier days. I was swing trading currencies more. It's only, I would say, the past 4 years I've started day trading more. Since the markets got pretty crazy in 2020, swing trading was just too hard. I adapted it more for day trading. And I've kind of found I like both, actually. I still swing trade and I still day trade. I swing trade stocks, I still swing trade gold currency, and I day trade gold futures. I still do both. But in terms of the strategy, yeah, if anything, it's become much more simpler. You can even go back and watch it, like my very old YouTube videos. My old YouTube videos, like if you go like really far back, like you can kind of see, like if you go back and watch these really old ones, this is the first time I kind of started doing a traveling and trading journey. I do some breakdowns here. You can see like how different it's similar in the sense of like I did use liquidity, but I was swing trading like a lot of different currencies. And you guys can go back and watch this. You know, it's one from 4 years ago, which is pretty cool. But now I've kind of adapted it to be simpler and just for gold. You go watch my latest one. You can see me breaking down my current stock plays as well. So for whoever was asking how much do you make from trading, or literally just in my stock plays, 35,000 the past 3 months. You guys can go watch that though. Goldie's just kind of chopping around here, guys. Just requested my first ever payout for 5k. Wow, amazing. I believe it was just lucky week. It might not be like, no, definitely not. If you got 5k, I mean, luck or not, you took a $5,000 payout from the markets. That's amazing. That's going to keep you mentally in a position where you know you can do that again. You just got to get consistent with it, man. But congratulations, the 5k payout is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Do you still use CFDs for long-term swing trades? Yes, I do. Absolutely, man. I do. I'm trying to take more. If so, do you focus more on technicals or fundamentals? Still technicals, man. Technicals. Still technicals. Yeah, I'm watching like maybe 4-hour candle closures. I did get a decent swing up here. Get a decent. I think it's maybe here. I got this decent swing, but it doesn't seem like much of a swing. But these ranges were huge. I posted on my story the other day. I took like a 2.5 lot and got a very, very, very nice swing up here. But these ranges are massive, so if I say it was a swing, it was literally in like a day. Gold was up like another 600 ticks. Well, a couple of years ago, that would be a very big swing. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the time frame I'm trading, same weekly, daily, and 4-hourly. I'm not dropping down to too much lower than that. Sometimes I might look at an hourly, but I'm not really trying to refine too much. YouTube, guys, great session today, guys. No trades for me. Had a nice pre-London scalp here, but nothing really of interest. But great to jump on with you guys today, guys. We shared a lot of insight into the journey, the travel trading journey, and how you guys should actually be approaching prop firm accounts and actually taking payouts. So amazing stream, guys. Amazing week. We've had no losing trades on stream this week. We've had 2 absolutely amazing winners. And we've also had some fantastic liquidity levels that played out after the stream as well. So if you guys do want to check out the latest YouTube video, be sure to check it out. And I will see you guys same time again next week. So have an amazing weekend, guys. Fantastic week of the markets. And I'll see you guys next week. Trade safe. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.